Hey everybody, it's Scott Steen with winnersandwhiners.com coming to you from the Brian Wheeler studio deep in the bowels of the Winners and Whiners Sports and Entertainment Complex to bring you today's Deep 3. As always, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and especially if we've made a little money here for you the last couple days, give us a little smash on those buttons if you would. Call it a little Easter giving, if you will. And most importantly, for Easter Sunday today, by the way, happy Easter for those of you that celebrate it, and for those of you that don't celebrate it, happy Sunday. It's hopefully you'll not have to do any yard work and watch some sports, and have a great Sunday, regardless of whether you're celebrating the resurrection or not. And let us know what you're playing for this Easter Sunday. What are you doing? You got some games? You got some games cooking? You got some insights that you want to share with the class? You want to let us know where the tricky places are to find those Easter eggs? Whatever you got. You got the over/under on number of eggs that you find at 7.5. When it's me, I'm going for the under. So whatever it is, let us know what you're playing. Share it with your fellow handicappers, and at the end of the day, you get it right. You know what happens? You know the drill. We'll give you a little shout out on the show at the end of tomorrow's pick. So, what could be better than that? And of course, don't forget to stop by, check out the newly designed winnersandwhiners.com, as well as our sister site, statsalt.com, for deep dives into every sporting event going on in America every single day. It's, as I say, it's pretty cool. So check that out, won't you? All right, quick recap of yesterday's action. We ended up going 2-0 on the Deep-3, as our San Francisco team total under ended up having no action when the skies opened up there above the Three River City, and washed away our team total under 3.5. And that sucks, because the Giants had just one run through 5 innings, and it looked like we were going to cruise to an easy victory. But you never know, and that's the way she goes. So 2-0 we go on the Deep-3. Yeah, you figure that one out. And on the premium side, we ended up going 1-3, as we got one of our picks got washed out. That was the Chicago White Sox in Detroit. That got rained out up there in the Motor City. We had the New York Mets St. Louis over, and that did very, very well for us, as they ended up putting 12 on the board to cover the 9. And then we had the San Antonio Spurs doing their thing, and San Antonio could not get it done against the young Denver Nuggets, as they lost the first home game to Denver since 2012. And our nightcap, we played a Houston parlay. The Houston Rockets, actually we didn't play a parlay, but we played 2 teams from Houston, played the Rockets first quarter, and we played the Astros over 5.5. Neither one of those things came to pass. We were close on the Rockets. They ended up losing the quarter by 3. A couple bad breaks. Number one, James Harden missed 2 free throws in the first quarter. They had rimmed out a 3-pointer. With about a minute left, they were unable to get the ball down the court after getting a rebound. And even with all of that, and Harden went 0 for, not only for the first quarter, but for the first 3 quarters. But all that working against us, we still had a shot to tie, and we were getting a 1.5, so we would have had a shot to win it. Chris Paul took a shot from just beyond half court at the buzzer for the first quarter, and about the way the rest of our day went on the premium side, it hit the front of the rim and bounced away. So 1-3 we go on the premium side, 2-0 on the Deep-3, and most importantly, on we go with today's picks, starting in the NBA as we take a look at the Golden State Warriors and the LA Clippers. Golden State on the road, throwing 8.5 to the Clips. And you know what? It's do or die time for the Clippers as they look to get even in this series. But other than the literal 1,000-1 comeback in Game 2, LA has looked like they really don't belong on the same court as the Dubs. Golden State is playing like the best team in the NBA, at least outside the state of Wisconsin. Cousins, well, he's out for the Warriors, so they will just have to rely on the same squad that has taken them to the last 4 NBA Finals. What a nightmare. I think Golden State, once again, gets it done here against the Clippers takes care of business and goes up 3-1 as they cover the 8 and the hook. Staying in the NBA as we move to a red dirt city as the Portland Trailblazers take on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Portland is a 6-point underdog. And you know what? I'm back in Rip City right here. Last game was pretty even on all fronts as far as the score sheet goes, with one startling exception. The Thunder shot lights out from beyond the arc, sinking 15 of 29 for a 51.7% clip. They shoot 34% on the season, and that tracks to what they should have made out of 29, which is about 10 to 11 three-point baskets. If that would have come to pass, if they would have shot their season average instead of 51%, OKC ends up not covering, and I think the regression to the mean happens today, and that means that the Portland Trailblazers jump up. They may not win it, but I think they keep it closer than the 6 and get the ATS win for us here today. And lastly, moving on to the major leagues, as the Boston Red Sox finish up their series in Tampa Bay. David Price goes for the Sox against Tyler Glasnow for the Tampa Bay Rays. I'm looking at the total here of under 7.5. You know, Tyler Glasnow, he's been a complete stud this year. He's given up just 3 earned runs in 24 innings, and he has a microscopic whip of .87. This pick is really about which David Price shows up. You know, if it's shitty, inconsistent David Price, then we probably should back the Rays at a short price. But Price showed a little something 2 starts ago, and then in his last time out, he threw a gem, going 7 innings, giving up just 3 hits, no earned runs, no walks, and most importantly, one of the things that I look at, he had a whiff rate of 18.4%, which means just about 1 out of 5 pitches that he threw, they swung and missed at. Meanwhile, Boston, they average about 4 runs a game on the road. Tampa Bay averages about 4 runs a game at home. And between these two teams, that's 8. I think you put in these two pretty good left-handed pitchers, I think we can at least subtract 1 run from that total, and that takes it under the 7.5. And like we said, I also like the Portland Trailblazers +6 against OKC, and the Golden State Warriors take care of business there on the road, laying the 8.5 to the Clippers. And at the end of this Easter Sunday and the end of these 3 games, you guys can join me as we pick up our winning tickets and we bunny hop back to the window. All right, let's take a look at the shout-outs here. First of all, I'm going to put up the updated premium record. There is our premium stats, everybody. We are sitting at 23-16 the last 2 weeks, 8-10 this week. In case you're wondering, we started off dreadful. Monday and Tuesday we were just 1-5. We have recovered a little bit since then to go 2 over 500 in the last 4 days. Give us a total of about 59%, and that's what it's all about, man. That's all we can do. We're trying to grind it out week after week, keep us up above 56, 57%, and that is going to be a fine ROI every single day. So. If you're interested in checking out the premium service, make sure you just follow that link there and take care of business. Very, very simple. A couple clicks, and you will be on your way. All right, so let's do a little shout out here today. Phil took a couple long shots. He had a couple parlays there. He had a parlay in the EPL. Took a long shot. I took a sprinkle on Brighton in the first half at 5-1. And then it game ended going 0-0. Did a little better in the NBA. He had the Sixers -1.5, and he had Milwaukee -9. So both of those teams took care of business. Cody had Philly, Milwaukee in the NBA, and he also had kind of a heartbreaking loss. He had the Rockets team total over 106. That ended up at being 104. He also had Tampa Bay first 5, and they decided not to play baseball until the last part of the game. Still ended up losing by a run to the Sox. And the Legion of Picks had the 76ers money line. He had the San Francisco Pittsburgh no score in the first inning. I think that's still a winner, LOP. I really do. I think that's the game's official. I think that's going to be. You got to let me know if that was a winner for you. I'd almost bet that was. It's no it's no run lines and no totals, but I bet your no score first inning held up. So yeah, nice hit there. Congratulations to your mastery of the first inning. I tip my cap and kiss the ring right there, my friend. You're doing very well. The legendary Greek, he saw the legendary Greek take care of business there in the NBA playoff. He had the Sixers as well as the Bucks. As Giannis did his thing, he's going to. The legendary Greek said he's going down to the Hard Rock Cafe and Casino. So we'll have to get a full report on how many wheelbarrows full of cash he hauled out of there from the blackjack table. Hope you did well, Greek. Borno, he had the Pittsburgh money line. That paid off. He had the San Francisco-Pittsburgh under 7. Nope. He had the Cincinnati-San Diego under 7. Oh, dude, I forgot to check that one. That's my bad. I know it was like, I think it was like 2-1 early. So you have to let me know how you did there. I know he had the Bucks -9, Sixers -2. Also played the Spurs with us, and that, as we talked about, was no bueno. So pretty fine day there, Borno. Depending on what you did with that Cincinnati-San Diego game, is you either went 4-2 or 5-1. Either way, darn fine day. Jason Miller, wanted to give him a shout out. He just put one play up there today. I appreciate him sharing with us. He took the Astros run line, and who knew that the pitcher for the Astros was going to be absolutely dreadful, and I can't. It's my senior moment, kids. Too much 420 today. No, I wish. No, it was. Goddamn, the guy from Pittsburgh. Anyway, he'd been pitching very, very well, and today he sucked. So yeah, we did not see that coming at all. So bummer. Yes, they were down early and often. They just they could not take care of business. And Hammered Hank, Hank had 4 games up there, and he said he parlayed all 4. I hope he also had separate plays because he had the Yankees over 8.5. Had the Yanks on the money line. He had the Twins on the money line, and then he had the Nationals. And yeah, speaking of teams lighting up to pitchers that they shouldn't have, the absolutely dreadful Miami Marlins lit up our boy Max Scherzer there. So I didn't. In fact, that was a game that I loved the team total under until I woke up this morning and it was 2.5 for the Miami Marlins, and we laid off of it. So a good call there because they ended up hanging a 9 on them. Garrett Cole, by the way, is the pitcher. I couldn't pull it, and all of a sudden, there it is in my brain. So, yeah, Garrett Cole had been having a fantastic season for Houston and absolutely sucked doggy balls today. C-Dub said he slept late and missed the early plays, but he's having a good day. He put up an 8-team lottery ticket. It did not hit, and it's a shame because there was going to be some fun names to pronounce there. He also had the Sixers, and he had the Spurs first quarter. He had the Spurs first full game, which not so good. He had the Bucks in the first quarter, the Bucks in the first half. They took care of business. And in maybe the biggest hose of all day, he had Ben Simmons to score over 17.5 points. Ben Simmons was at 15 and then got booted from the game. C-Dub, maybe time to go back to sleep, brother. I'm guessing there might have been an adult word or two that was spoken when Ben Simmons got tossed out of that contest. So, sorry for your loss, brother. That's a bad beat right there, to be sure. So, all right, guys, not a bad day at all. Onward we go, upwards we go. Let's go 3-0 today. Let's have another perfect day. We had a perfect day. We should have been 3-0. We were just 2-0. So let's do it with style. Let's finish with a flourish and finish 5-0 for the weekend. What do you say? All right, everybody have a great day. Enjoy the Sunday. Enjoy the family. Enjoy the games on TV. And you know what? This is so much fun. We'll do it again tomorrow. I'll see you guys right back here about 24 hours from now. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.